So in 7:13, the Bhagavad Gita says that Mam Ebhya Param Abhyayam. Similarly, his pure devotees are also on the transcendental platform. One may ask how such transcendental living beings as the associates of Lord Vishnu could be seen within this material world. Therefore, it is stated here, Pavanaya Charantihi, the associates of Lord Vishnu travel throughout the universe to reclaim the fallen conditions on behalf of the Supreme Personality of God. A representative of the governor may be seen moving within the prison house, but that does not mean the governor's representative has become a conditioned prisoner. It is understood that he is within the prison to negotiate the possible release of these prisoners who have rectified their criminal propensity. Similarly, devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead called Parivrajakacharyas wander throughout the universe, inviting everyone to surrender to Lord Krishna and go back home, back to Godhead for an eternal life of bliss and knowledge. So in this 27th verse, it says that it describes that King Nimi glorifies the transcendental qualities of these Navayogendras. And also because Supreme Personality of Godhead also, Supreme Personality of God is above three modes of material nature, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 7:13. The 7:13 that his pure devotees are also on the transcendental platform. So one may ask, such transcendental living beings as the associates of Lord Vishnu could be seen within this material world. So one may have the question that how these transcendentalists can be seen in this material world. So the Prabhupada has given a nice example as the governor or the prime minister or the president of the country will visit the prison on the Independence Day or some other events, on the good auspicious events. They visit the prison house and they also distribute sweets. And also, if they happen to see some good reports from the prisoners that he has corrected himself, he has got reformed himself, so that the governor may give the permission or they may issue the orders to his associates, to his assistants, so you can release such and such a person because he has transformed himself and he has reformed himself, and there is some sort of a transformation in his heart. So please release him. So he may give the orders like that. Similarly, the Parivrajakacharyas, like saintly persons, like Narada Muni and other great sages, like Navayogendras and Chaturkumaras, they also can deliver or they can do the Patita Pavana service, that they can deliver the fallen souls in the prison house. That prison house is compared to this material world. So they can deliver the fallen souls so that they can also, so that the conditioned souls have the opportunity and have the chance to access to the spiritual platform. So they may also get liberated. So in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the mercy of associates of Lord Vishnu has been described in connection with the salvation of Ajamila. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has pointed out that the associates of Lord Vishnu are as merciful as Lord himself, even though the ignorant members of human society are not interested. So here the very good point is noted as described in this by Srila Prabhupada in his purport, that though the conditioned souls are not reluctant, though the conditions are reluctant to take up this Krishna consciousness or devotion service, still the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who are as merciful as Lord Krishna himself, so they take up this risk and they personally go to the conditioned souls, and they go down to their levels and they will deliver these conditioned souls to uplift them from this materialism to spiritual platform. So because devotees are very, very merciful, like a Supreme Personality of Godhead, because the Parivrajakacharyas also have the same attitude, qualities, and the divine qualities like Supreme Personality of Godhead. So without any false prestige, they act to liberate the conditioned souls from the perpetual misfortune, because they know once they promote to the Vaikuntha planets or the Goloka Vrindavana, they will definitely never come back to this material world, because it is stated in Bhagavad Gita 15:6, na tad bhashyate suryo na sashanka na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tad dhamma paramam mama. It is said that once you go to this spiritual world, you will never come back to this material world. That is the greatest opportunity, that is the golden opportunity we have. So we have to slog, or we have to do we have to do a lot of sadhana and to take up the association of the pure devotees, so that we will be uplifted from this material platform to spiritual platform. It is also stated, it is also quoted in this verse that Swarucha means, Srila Sridhara Goswami also pointed out that the word Brahmaputropamam, meaning equal to the sons of Brahma. So there is one pastime in the Srimad Bhagavatam that when Chaturkumaras, the mental sons of Brahmana, because they come from the Brahma's mind, these Chaturkumaras, when they entered, when they wanted to have the darshan of Vaikuntha, because before that they were totally Mayavadis. They say that the Bhagavan Lord doesn't have any rupa, sarupa. So when they entered the Vaikuntha planet, the doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jai Vijaya, stopped them from entering into the Vaikuntha Loka. So then they got angry, and both of them had some arguments. So when Chaturkumaras cursed this Jaya Vijaya, so that time both were having heated arguments that time. Similarly, the same time, the Vaikuntapati Lord Vishnu has come to the rescue of this Jai Vijaya, and he received he received the matters from both the parties, and the Jai Vijaya ultimately got cursed because they offended at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, the Chaturkumaras. So the Chaturkumaras also had a chance to smell the lotus fragrance from the lotus feet of the Vishnu. So immediately they got liberated, and they totally gave up all the tattva of Mayavadi, and they became the Vaishnavas, just because they smelled, they were able to smell the tulasi which was on the lotus feet of the Vishnu. So they got liberated also, and they become the great Vaishnavas of Vishnu, and they started preaching the glories of Lord Vishnu in every nook and part of the 12 planetary systems, the 14 planetary systems. 14 planetary systems. So like that, and also in the 6th canto also there is incidents that even Ajamila was also able to. He was also a very good Brahmana, and just because he had the bad association of the prostitute, so he gave up all the devotion service, and he even driven his own wife and parents also. So when he left, when he drove all his family members, he kept that prostitute as a main queen of his house, and he started breaking all the 4 regulative principles in Vedic injunctions. So ultimately, finally, he got one son because in connection with this prostitute, but somehow or other, fortunately, he named him as Narayana. And when he was bringing up and cultivating his son, he used to chant his name Narayana, 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 Narayana. So finally, he was able to remember the Lord's name Narayana. So somehow or other, he got the mercy of Lord Vishnu. He got liberated, and Vishnu again he sent him to this Haridwar, and there he wiped off all his he contracted all his sins by chanting the holy names of the Lord, and then he was able to do very good pure devotion service, and then he went back home to kingdom of Godhead. So like this, there are so many incidents in Srimad Bhagavatam. So these, the Navayogendras also, they are equal to the sons of Brahma. That is why it is called Brahma Putropaman, means they are equal to the sons of Brahma, the Chaturkumaras. These Navayogendras are compared to the sons of Brahma. It is described in the 4th canto also that Prithu Maharaj received the 4 Kumaras with great love and reverence. So I told you, Prithu Maharaj also received these Chaturkumaras, and he gave service, he gave Atiti Satkara with great love and reverence, and he received them with a great honor, and also he received a lot of spiritual and transcendental knowledge from these Chaturkumaras. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So this 27th verse mainly says about the Prithra, the Maharaj Nimi. He was overwhelmed by transcendental joy as soon as he received these Navayogendras. He bowed his head, and then proceeded to question the 9 sages. These 9 great souls glowed with their own effulgence. We can see the brahmacharis, the pure devotees of the Lord. If you see their face, it will be very radiant, it will be very effulgent, because they were why? Because they are the mother. They can control their senses and mind to the greater extent, and they can utilize or dovetail their senses and mind and their intelligence and their manaso, vacha, vega, everything in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. That is why they were able to. That is why you can see, once if you see their faces, that will be very, very radiant and effulgent. So it will be so glowing. It is because they maintain the greatest the degree of celibacy in their spiritual life. That's the reason it is very radiant and it is very vibrant. Thus appeared equal to the 4 of Brahmas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.